I invite on stage Mr. Nikhil Desai, International Motivator, Trainer and Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker today is a visionary global motivational coach. Meet Nikhil Desai, the Director of the Center for Excellence and an International Motivator, Trainer and Coach. He is passionate about enabling individuals and organizations to unleash their true potential. A powerful presenter with an energetic speaking style, Nikhil inspires and motivates his participants to produce lasting change. More than 250,000 participants of 300 plus cities over the last 32 years from 42 countries worldwide, including from India, USA, Canada, UK, Sweden, Germany, France, Switzerland, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Croatia, Macedonia, Romania, Kosovo, Barbados. I'm going to be updated with all the countries here just because of Nikhil Desai. Greece, Kenya, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Ghana, Botswana, Nigeria, Australia, Azerbaijan, Turkey, Egypt, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Bangladesh, Nepal, Japan, Philippines, Indonesia, Brunei, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and other countries have attended and benefited from Nikhil Desai's programs with excellent feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Nikhil Desai, International Motivator, Trainer, and Coach. Thank you, sir, because if you am updated with all the countries across the world.
Thank you, my friend, for introducing me, and a very good morning to all of you, my dear friends. That's good, but that's not great. They've assured me these lights don't fall down even if you roar a good morning. Are we ready to roar? Good morning. Good morning. Fantastic. You know, I always believe world is nothing but an exchange of energy, right? If I come up to you and say good morning, how do you feel? But if I come up and shake hands with you and say good morning with an energetic way, I think the energy exchange is great, and that helps us in this important topic today of managing stress in turbulent times. So very quickly, I want you to shake hands with the person who's sitting on your right and left, if there is a person, otherwise move to another table, and quickly say, I'm happy to have you as my partner today. Just go ahead, quickly. Let's have some nice little energy immediately as we start. I'm happy to have you as my partner today. Fantastic, fantastic, great, great, awesome, fantastic. Right, so I've been nicely introduced, but my team does prepare 3-4 slides because they say a picture speaks more than 1,000 words, right? So it's part of this deck, just 1 or 2 minutes. I did my MBA from the US. I worked in New York. I came back to India and set up businesses and grew from 1 business to 8 businesses in 8 years, right, in various sectors. But after that, I set up a company called the Center for Excellence. Is this also going to work or not going to work? This screen, if you're going to check it, right? But I give myself a bigger degree, and that is LLL. Any quick guesses what LLL is? Any quick guesses? Live, love, laugh. Fantastic. One more, right? It is a lifelong learner. A lifelong learner. I want to honestly ask you, how many of my friends sometimes get bored in life? At least once in your life, often in your life, you get bored. Raise your hand up. Be honest today. Today is honest introspection. Fantastic. Right? I promise you, in all my life, so many years of living, I have had challenges, difficulties, obstacles, but not 1 minute of boredom, right? For the simple reason that I am a lifelong learner. And today, if we keep on learning, there is no time to be bored. Don't we agree most of the time we don't have time to do some of the things we want to do? Yes, no? Right? Then where do we get time to get bored? So today, on 19th May, 2024, how many of us are ready to say that I am going to throw out boredom from my life for the rest of my life? Please raise your hand up. No boredom. There's no time to get bored. There are many things that we need to do. As long as we have that, and I'm talking about a time when we did not have the internet and smartphones. Today we have those possibilities, right? So great. That has taken me 42 countries, 2,000 organizations, 250,000 participants, and now my target is to reach 500,000 people by the end of this decade. And you may wonder why it took me more than 25 years to reach 250,000. But the next 250,000 is going to be much faster because what the pandemic has taught us, and that is what? Online, right? So recently was invited to do 3,000 IBMers from US and Europe 1 hour motivational session online. So those numbers were not possible before the pandemic. I never did an online program. And so my target is 500,000 by the end of this decade. Writing a book called The 9 Habits of Super Successful People, awarded India's Best Corporate Motivational Speaker, awarded also at the WOW Awards Asia, but very interestingly did a fantastic program on a Royal Caribbean cruise from Singapore, where we had even 300 people and 2 former ambassadors of India. How many of you have been on a cruise? Right? Right? A lot of us. And it's fun. But nothing is better than being invited on a cruise. You get paid for doing the session. You go from Mumbai to Singapore, they take care of your flights, they book your 3-night cruise, and you actually do a motivational session. I love that experience, right? How many of you love to play cricket? Or watch cricket at least, if not play? Right? A lot of us. In 90% in India, at least hands go up. Right? I've had the pleasure of being on the first ever cricket series that was telecast on Doordarshan, and it was called Cricket with Polly Umrigar. If you remember, he was India's captain, right? And he coached me and 15 other youngsters at the Wankhede Stadium, converted into a coaching series, telecast on Doordarshan, black and white in the late 1970s. Played with people like Ravi Shastri and others also, and had the honor of sharing dioceses with cricketers like Sunil Gavaskar. Right? HR and Training Company of the Year by the CEO magazine, and some of our clients, we've got the Fortune 500 companies. Yeah, some of the best in the world. You can see these names, right? Pfizer, Sandoz, Volvo in Sweden, L&T, and so on. Right. So, first and foremost, anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. And today our session is on managing stress. I want all of us to take at least one idea today that we will start implementing in our lives to manage stress and create more energy. Would that be a good investment of this short time? Yes? One idea. I'm not talking about everything I say, but one idea and make it part of your life. That is very, very important. Okay? So, are stress levels rising worldwide? Again, the screen has gone, please. Somebody can take care of it. Are stress levels rising worldwide? Yes or no? Yes. Before the pandemic, was there stress? Yes. Did the pandemic cause more stress? Yes. Do the Russia and Ukraine war and other wars cause stress? Yes. Do the political scenarios in India cause stress? Yes. Technology, environment, everything. There's lots of reasons for stress. You know, there was a study when the American Institute of... is this visible? I don't know why it was white, but it shows black here. But it doesn't matter. American Institute of Stress, New York says, workplace stress costs $300 billion each year. That's a lot of money, right? And that's why we need to manage. We don't have some of those statistics in India, right? So what is stress? Very quickly, if you were to try and understand what is stress, it is the wear and tear that our body and mind experiences as we adjust to a continually changing environment. And change is the only constant, yes or no? Right? Everything is changing, and every time when change occurs, stress is bound to occur. So we must learn how to manage it. Okay? Right? If we don't manage it, what will happen? Stress will reduce productivity. What will happen? It will affect your health. What will happen? It will drain your energy. And what else will happen? It will strain relationships. Do you agree with me? It's too big a price to pay for not managing your stress well. When you look at health itself, what is our definition of health? Many times when I ask this question, somebody says being physically fit. Somebody says being physically and mentally fit. Right? Somebody adds emotions to it. But I have created my own definition of health, and that is, health is a jubilant feeling of well-being. Not just a feeling of well-being, a jubilant feeling of well-being at the physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual levels. How many dimensions of health? 5 dimensions of health. And I'm sure all of us agree that at least in one of the dimensions, if not more, we are weak. Yes or no? Right? How many of us sometimes have some aches and pains? Tell me, honestly, raise your hand up. All right, more than 60-70% of the room, right? How many of us sometimes can't focus mentally on the task at hand, right? Properly. Sometimes we get emotionally upset, angry, right? Sometimes we don't get along with somebody, their social health is not good. And spiritual, sometimes we feel that it's about religion. Nothing to do with religion, right? So we'll see when we are 60, 70. No. So let me ask you, how many of you would like a few tips, practical stuff, where if I show you today maybe three exercises, your physical pain, your neck pain, your back pain, everything can possibly go away. How many of you would like that? How many of you would like that? Almost everyone, right? So we'll come to that a little later, right? So resolving stress, you have three options. One is you take action. Second is you change your perception. And third is you accept what you cannot change. You know, there's a beautiful prayer called the AA or Serenity Prayer. You heard that, right? What does it say? God, give me the courage to change the things I can change. The serenity or calmness of mind to accept the things I cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? So that's a beautiful prayer that we can use so that we don't break our head over things we can't change. We don't sit back and accept the things that we should and can change, right? But sometimes resolving stress, even you try, it doesn't happen. So we must get into something which I call dissolving stress. And how do you dissolve stress? By having enthusiasm in your life, right? Enthusiasm comes from the Greek word entheos. Entheos means full of life, full of energy, full of vitality. I always believe the greatest bankrupt in the world is not a person who doesn't have money. The greatest bankrupt in the world is a person who doesn't have enthusiasm for this beautiful gift of life. How many of us agree that life is a gift? It's a beautiful gift. And what we do with our life is our gift to the Almighty. Do we want to give an ordinary gift or a great gift? Great gift. Then we have to be enthusiastic. Every day when we get up in the morning, we have two choices. We can say, oh, good morning, God, with a lot of energy. Or we can say, oh, God, it's morning. Right? And if we are stressed the previous day, next morning is unfortunately what that happens. And that is a problem. Right? अर्ज करता हूँ, जिंदगी खूबसूरत है, जिंदगी खूबसूरत है, जिंदगी खूबसूरत है, हमें जीना नहीं आया, जिंदगी खूबसूरत है, हमें जीना नहीं आया, नशा हर चीज में है, हमें पीना नहीं आया. Once we get this nasha, of how to live life, stress starts dissolving. Yeah? Then that evening nasha is there or not doesn't matter. Because that's a temporary nasha. 24/7. They say, Nikhil, how do you carry so much energy, all over the world and travel from here to San Francisco, run a program there, come back? It's not easy. But because of enthusiasm. So we also can dissolve stress by listening to good music, what we like. We had produced a CD called Music for True Relaxation, which in the times of the, when before the music started streaming online, would sell in us stores all over the country. Dissolving stress through yoga. Exercise is a great de-stressor, right? And today, as I promised you, we are going to do 3 exercises right now. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up. Right now. Okay? First one is for your lower back. You said 60-70% said back pain. Just interlock your fingers, turn the palm towards the ceiling, and slowly stretch only the fingers. Because our fingers get little bit of, what you call stiffness sometimes because of using the keyboards. Now, also when you stretch, you find your shoulders now getting a little pain because it's a bit stiff. Right? Remember, it's a golden rule. Use it or lose it. With your physical body, if you don't use certain parts, you lose the use of it. Now, having done this, we are going to slowly stand on our toes, right? By raising our heels. Fantastic. Stretch as much as you can. For the next 1 hour, you have to do only this, right? No, jerking. Down and down. Now, in this one simple exercise, what we did was we stretched our spine completely, right? And as a result of what happened? As a result, the space that happens in the discs between, the space between 2 discs gets increased, and that releases our stiffness and pain. Second exercise, very quickly, you're going to just take your neck up slowly, 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 slowly up, then bring it down to your chest. Very good. And now very slowly take it clockwise. Very slowly. Slow and big is better. And take it anti-clockwise. Very good. Fantastic. And stay. So this becomes, the first one was for the lumbar spine more. This is more for your cervical region. And you slowly, slowly release all the stiffness there. At least once a day you can do this. The third is you get some stiffness in the shoulders. So today we are going to do a lovely exercise called swimming in the air. And everybody is going to swim. Forward stroke. Right? Forward stroke. Smile. And swim. Even if you don't know how to swim, you can smile here because you're not going to drown. Correct? Right? In the water you may drown if you don't know. So come on, fast. Now the last 50 meters of the race where you're going to go fast, 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 as much as you can. And then slowly take and put your left hand on your chest. Observe your heartbeats. Eyes are closed. Be with the moment. Feel the flow of pranic energy through every cell of your body. And you're feeling good. And remember, people who feel good about themselves produce good results in their lives. In their personal lives, in their professional lives. So get in touch with this feeling on a regular basis. Smile more often. Laugh more often. Be sincere in life, but never be serious in life. Right? So, what does SOS stand for? Please stay for 1 minute. Save our souls. But I have changed it to what? Save our spines. The more you save your spine, your cervical and lumbar spine, you will be better physically, and the flexibility of your spine affects the flexibility of your mind. Your creativity is also linked to that. So new solutions, good solutions, you start getting ideas which are powerful if your spine is flexible. Will you do this so far? The next and last exercise is about laughter. We've all heard laughter is the best medicine. Yes, no? Right? But some people don't laugh. Some people don't smile enough. So they say, how can we laugh? At office we can't laugh. At home our husband, wife, spouse doesn't like it. Mother-in-law, father-in-law doesn't like it. Everybody's okay. Children will say, you gone crazy or what? Everybody in the family is fine. They'll say, what? Our neighbors will have an issue. So I've created one laughter which I call silent laughter. And all of us must do this at least once every morning when we go, before we go for our shower. You must do. You go in the bathroom in your house, right? If you have any problem with your family also not liking it, silent laughter, they will not know even if they put their ear to the door. Correct? Right? So what do? You go in the bathroom, normally you go alone, right? Right? Two, there's a mirror there, isn't it? Right? You see only one fool in the mirror, correct? So laugh with that fool, okay? Now, I'm going to do one demo round, so you don't do it. I'll say go down, laugh, whatever I say. After that, we'll do 5 rounds together and you see how fantastic you feel after that, okay? So don't do it. First round is my demo. Breathe in. Got it? No sound or low sound. Stomach going in, face gushed with blood. Everybody come on, with me. Everybody breathe in. That's one round. 2. Three. 4. Last round, 5. Eyes closed, left hand on your chest. Observe your breathing. Breathe in and out. It's almost like you went for a 1-mile jog. Yes or no? Cardiovascular workout. Your heart's beats have increased. And you're feeling also relaxed and nice. There's no tension. Tension has dissolved. Absolutely gone out of your mind and body. And that's how lovely you're feeling. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, all of you today in this, you are in a space where nobody has an issue about any loud laughter. The last finale item of this is going to be our laughter, which you'll follow me and do it together. Everybody come on, breathe in and loudly breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. If you liked it, give yourself a big applause and sit down. Sit down. Awesome. Tell me honestly, do you feel lighter, brighter, better? Yes, no? Yes. And it didn't take so long. Simple things that can be done on a regular basis. These are sessions I run even for the US Coast Guard in San Francisco. These are sessions that I go by helicopter and run programs in the oceans for companies like British Gas. They spend lakhs of rupees on my helicopter ride because they know that managing stress well, energizing people is going to be very important to increase health, productivity, and well-being. It was a pleasure being with all of you. May God bless you and keep you in the palm of His hand always. Thank you very much, friends.
So I'm feeling lighter, brighter, and better. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Shall I?
So thank you, Mr. Nikhil Desai, for your insightful talk. So please now I request Dr. Satya Brahma on stage to present the memento as a token of respect to Mr. Nikhil Desai. Mr. Nikhil Laughter Desai.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is the books he has written, so I think you should take it. Just come. It's a small token of appreciation for you.